We are back with our weekly analysis video on Raba Fx. And last week I talked about the US dollar gaining strength. So we are going to start again this week by analyzing the DXY index. The DXY index is simply an index where the dollar is weighted against major currencies like euro and pounds. And then if it shows you it's being bullish, that means you should be expecting a stronger USD in the coming week. And if it's showing weakness, it means you should be shorting US dollar in the following week. So this can be used to trade other currency that have the dollar as part of the pair. I did a poll on my YouTube and I asked if there are any other pair you want me to analyze, and I got a bunch of so many pairs. But I won't be able to cover all. But some of those pairs that are with the USD, you can use this as a yardstick to trade it. If the DXY is showing bullish sign, you can go to those other pair like the NZD USD, though most people didn't talk about it, but I know some of you will be trading it. So definitely you can look for a short trade in NZD USD. So without wasting time, let's just continue. So we have here market sweeping this low and then heading up. And I've said so many times that the market moved from levels of reversal opening price, the ROP, to the level of reversal opening price. So currently we have two reversal opening price here. The first one is here. The second one is here. And currently price is trading right through them. But do not be overexcited yet. Why? Because the month has not ended. We still have 2 weeks left or thereabout, and within that 2 weeks we can see a push to the downside. Market respecting this level. Just like when this previous month market traded up to this point, and some people might be excited. What did they know? What happened next? Price came back down to close below. So we need to be paying attention in the lower time frame, especially the weekly and the daily time frame. So the monthly time frame is still very bullish, starting from this region here. Since we rejected off this reversal opening price, we have started going bullish. Last month was bullish. This month also we are bullish. And then this was the target. The target is met on the monthly, but you have to pay close attention. If it closes above it, then we'll be heading up to these opening prices in here. This is a strategy I teach in my mentorship. If you want to know more about it, you can come join. The link is in the description. The monthly is bullish, so the weekly time frame is also bullish. You can see we have how many bullish week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 bullish week in a row. And I said last week that I'm not bothered with this reversal opening price because I don't see them being strong because they have been tested. That's what I said. If you watch the video, you are going to notice that. So because of this, we closed above this. We closed above that level. So if we can get a retest of that, we can continue the bullish move. Where I'll be worried about is simply opening prices here. Yeah, that is, in this case, this opening price serves as a perfect point of interest after liquidity would have been taken. Okay, this market, this high here is simply liquidity. Okay, so we want price to sweep this high. I used to tell those in my VIP group that they should watch out for a new ROP, reversal opening price. So there's still opportunity for the dollar to go higher. Then on the daily, we broke above this. This is a key sign that we should continue going higher. Do we have that retest? Not really. So we are still very bullish, technically bullish. So where are we worried about? We are worried about this opening price here. Okay, this opening price is where we should be watching and taking most of the profit that we have taken or that we have made. Starting from here, we need to take the profit off here, some of them, and then let some of them move to our target. So you ask, how do you enter this trade? Last week I told you where to enter at the retouch of this or price coming down here, but price didn't get down here. That is the reality of market. But there are other ways in which I took this trade. So if you want to know more, join my mentorship. On the 4-hour, you can see we have price consolidating here. This is a consolidation, and eventually we broke above this. This is a minor sign, not really a tough one, but we can expect a pullback. We still might expect price coming back down into this region, especially when it retests this properly. When price come back down into this area, we want to be looking for trades to the upside. So this is what I'm looking at. The point of the weekly analysis is not a signal provider. It's simply an avenue to share my thoughts and my ideas with you, what I'm expecting the market to do, and share it with you so that you can also move with that blueprint and then work on your entry in order to follow the market. So that is the DXY in a nutshell. We might expect a pullback into this. I want the price to come back to retest properly this particular break so that we can continue moving higher. Now, based on popular demand, I'll touch on US30 and US100. Okay, definitely the gold and Euro USD will be the final analysis. So stay to the end and see my own opinion where I expect Euro USD to head in the coming week. So right now on US30, we have been bullish from where price rejected from this reversal opening price, the ROP, and also we broke this here. We closed above it. Technically, we might expect price to trade up to this region here, and we are close to that region, okay, where we can attempt looking for a short. Now, the information here is still not very clear for us, because after rejecting here, we still have to go to the weekly and see if we have trade opportunities to move price upward. Now, if I'm to short this market, these are areas where I'll be looking for short. These are areas I'll be looking for short, because this year might end this bullish storyline. Okay, so we go to the weekly. What can we see on the weekly? On the weekly, I think the weekly is bullish. The weekly is bullish here. We rejected off this opening price and we traded higher. So we are bullish so far, but if you notice what happened last week, we rejected off this opening price. So this might be a potential move to the downside. We have to be careful there. Okay, remember, it moves from zone to zone. We also rejected here this opening price here. So this might lead us to be trading in the range, okay, until either side is broken. If the downside is broken, we go down. If the upside is broken, we continue going higher. So remember, market move in phases: accumulation phase, markup, read accumulation phase, markup, distribution phase, markdown, redistribution, and markdown. So whenever you see consolidation, it is an avenue for you to start a new trend. So this is what might occur here. We might have some few consolidation within here and here. A breakout within this range will determine the next trend. Now, when I mention trend, doesn't mean it will start moving either downward or moving to the moon. No, we are only targeting the next opening price. On the daily, we can attempt, we have a trading opportunity here. This is where you can be looking for trades for the bullish price action. Now remember, because of those ranges, you scalp in here or intraday, target this level. Okay, these are levels you target. There are reasons why you target this. Those in my mentorship knows about it. So this is a place you can start looking for what entry. If this level fails, This is the next level here. Why am I looking at this side? It has been tested, okay? So it's not a fresh level. So we still expect a bullish push on US30. Going back to the weekly, okay? Yeah, we are expecting a bullish push on the US30. More of a bullish than the bearish move, okay? So take note of that. We are already in the region of buy, okay? So look for your confirmation to buy to the upside. All right, so that is that on US30. I'm going to do a very simple short analysis. I may not go down to the 1 hour because of the number of pairs I'm analyzing today. But this is a trade setup. You can go to your lower time frame to refine, okay, or look for a confirmation entry. I've taught you confirmation entry in my channel. You can go check it out and then apply it in your day-to-day trading. Okay, so US100 on the other hand, which is the NASDAQ, US30 is the Dow Jones. We have a break and retest of this reversal opening price, okay, which might signal that price wants to push higher at least till we get to this level. Yeah, so this is our destination. However, we have a fresh level here which we have to pay attention to. Now, price last week traded down. No, this is the monthly time frame, sorry. So on the monthly, we have established a direction and we have been bullish from this level. We have not gotten any change of direction whatsoever. So we are still very, very bullish. We have a push, a rejection of this level. Yeah. So we might be technically bearish on the US30 up to the point where price gets to this level. Okay, up to this level. So we can be technically bearish up to this level, or let me just make it up to this level from this reversal opening price here. From this reversal opening price to the continuation opening price, which is a cup. When price gets in here, I will be looking for a way to engage with a confirmation, right? On the daily, we still continue looking for a bearish push. When price retraces back to this point, you start looking for a bearish price action. If it does not retrace, I will not jump in here. But I was not part of this trade whatsoever last week. I didn't look at this. But based on popular demand, I decided to analyze this. So now, for me to join this trade, I have to wait for price to come in here before I look for trade to this point. So this is more like an intraday trade setup, because overall the monthly is what? Bullish. But we can trade a short till we get to this daily area, then we'll start looking for what? A bullish move. USD/JPY. The first week I analyzed this month, we talked about bullish USD/JPY, and we are heading to this level. We're heading to this level. So that's where price is going to. Because we have been bullish, you can see we have been bullish. We are breaking the opening prices, reverse opening prices to the upside. You can treat it as structure as well. Okay, so how do we enter this market in case you are not yet in the trade? Because I'm a swing trader, I like holding position for a long time. So yeah, this was an opportunity. This was an opportunity for a buy. So market has already tapped in there and pushed higher. You can see the opening price is very strong strategy. Go watch my video on the opening price strategy and you will understand better. And if you want to know more about it, you can join my mentorship. Where can we engage in a buy? Yeah, where can we engage in a buy? We can engage in a buy from here. This reversal opening price. This level is not fresh. This might be too far off. Okay, if I'm to engage here, I will be scalping because it is way up the range. Okay, this range from here to here, this is way up the range, so I will prefer it to come back down here before I engage to the upside. So it gives us room, better risk to reward to move price to the upside. 4 hours, do we have anything on the 4 hour that can help us? Nothing serious than for a pullback. Okay, you simply need a pullback. As I said, engaging around there will be more of a scalping strategy. I'll be scalping from any of this opening price here, because why? We are very high up in the range from here to here. We are above the 50%. So anything you try to do within here is to scalp, okay, in and out, because market may decide to come back deep. No one knows what the market will do, but we only place probability in our favor. When we get in, we get out. If you feel there's any reason why price should continue from here, you can close partials and then allow the remaining to run. Pounds JPY. This pair was an interesting pair that we looked at during the live session in our analysis group, in our VIP group. Okay, because one of our members tried to bring this up for analysis, and to me, I looked at it as being what, bearish, and we have been pushing it down since that day. I think that day we closed bullish, but the following day we were bearish and we are still heading down. So we can see the monthly rejected of this continuation opening price. So we should continue going lower until we get to this region. This entire zone is where I'll be looking to get involved. Okay, this is where I'll be looking to get involved in that market. Then if I'm to sell, if I'm to continue selling, though on the weekly time frame, I want price to trade to this point. Yeah, okay, but remember, it might take some time to get there. So in this case, we must continue shorting, okay, because the market direction is, you can see, reverse opening price broken. You can trade as a break of structure. Okay, lower low, lower highs, lower lows, and the rest. Okay, now we got a break and retest. This was the entry. I didn't take this trade. This was the entry that would have pushed you down. Okay, so we should continue going down. That's my analysis. We should continue going down. So what you need to do, look for a way to get an entry. Okay, look for an entry. Let's look at the 4 hour to see a good area to start looking for shorts. That is the reason for this weekly analysis. We can start looking for shorts within this zone here. Okay, once price trade back in here, we can start attempting. Remember, you need a confirmation, maybe chalk to the downside and then you move lower. Okay, so this pair, to me, if I'm to give a candid advice, I will ask you to avoid this. If you want to trade the opening strategy, because you are not yet an expert in it, you can see we are ranging. So kindly avoid this unless you are willing to scalp in and out of the market. That is my candid advice on pounds JPY. So we are here with gold. Gold is giving us a more opportunity for the downward move on the monthly time frame. First, the liquidity sweep ending strategy I taught you. We have that entry here. This all pointing down to this region. Now, if everything remains the way it is, we should expect gold to trade back to this point. But as we all know, we can form a new drop somewhere here to push price upward. So you need to be watching the market week in, week out. That is why this weekly analysis is very vital, so that you know when the market has shifted to go bullish. Then once it gets here, we look for a bullish move. But this is the monthly time frame, it's too far off. So we go back to the weekly and see what the weekly is doing. Weekly currently, we have this rejection here. So this might be a sign that we want to go bullish. Okay, we have a weekly rejection here. It's not a good sign for the bearish move. Remember, the monthly is bearish, but this is not a good sign for us. So we go to the daily. Where can we start looking for bullish move? From here, you start looking for a bullish move. I expect price to trade low and then probably continue higher. That's what I'm looking at on gold. I took a sell in here. Some positions are out, others are still in, but I didn't like the way it closed up here. Okay, I did not like the way it closed up here, so I'll be monitoring this to see what happens. But this place, I'm looking for a buy as well. If price push down with my profit, I take them all up here and I attempt to look for a buy in there. Okay, so that is called hedging. You are hedging in a position, you are selling and you want to buy at the same time. That is hedging. That helps you to minimize your risk. If this fails, this bullish fails and goes down, you're already in a profit here, which will negate the risk. It will mitigate the risk you lost here. And if it goes back up, you're already in profit. You can close some position, put this at break even, and then you continue with this bullish move. Okay, so that is that on gold. Finally, we have to look at Euro USD. I'm a bit fast here. So in this case, we are bearish here. We are very bearish. This mirrors the DXY. Okay, if the DXY is bullish, Euro USD will be what? Bearish. You can see it mirrors it, almost the same. You can see the wick here, the same thing. So this market might give us a bearish push. Can continue giving us a bearish push. Okay, so where do we enter? We can't enter on the monthly time frame, no. Instead, we go to the 1 hour, 4 hour. But before then, we need to understand what is going on. You can see this push down. Now I made an illustration here. Those that trade smart money concept, or that don't understand how the market works, will be looking for bullish price in here. But as you can see, the wick here was taken. Now, since the wick here was taken, we can decide to have a pullback. Okay, can decide to have a pullback. But this does not mean, if we have a break below this does not confirm our bearish market structure shift. No, we need this to go. This is what I call a double break of original structure. Not a double break of structure, a double break of original structure. I will do a video on market structure, full guide to explain everything you need to understand when it comes to market structure. Okay, so the weekly has been bearish and we will continue going bearish until we see a shift. We've closed below this opening price. That last week I told you about it, and we were expecting to sell, which we did. I took a sell on the 1 hour time frame there. Daily, taking off this, I'll be looking for short opportunity to sell, just in case you are not in this trade. This is where you look for a short. Do not start chasing price in here, fear of missing out, unless you are willing to give a stop loss above here. There's no problem. You can enter the market anyhow you wish, as long as you know you are still heading down. Okay, where is our potential destination? You have to look at this low here. This low, this opening price here is the strongest than my repair price. This is my opening price as simply support and resistance. Anyway, we treat them as support and resistance. Want to learn more? Join my mentorship. Very simple to understand, and you start making informed decision in the marketplace. So we are expecting price to push lower to this point, and our entry, we expect price probably to trade based on the daily setup. We want price to trade up in here and then give us that setup. Then if you go to the 4 hour, you can attempt a sell here. You can attempt a sell here, but this will come with confirmation. Okay, this will come with confirmation, or wait, if the liquidity get taken, fine. So if price trade in here, you watch it and wait for your confirmation. In the VIP, they understand what I mean by confirmation. They know what they're looking for to take the trade. So that is that on this week analysis. I don't want it to be too long. That's why I just stop at the daily time frame, giving you a point of interest to start looking at entry. Work on your entry. I have videos on entry on this channel. Go check them out and use them whenever price is within this point of interest. On that note, I will see you in this video.